Let's get you up to date on Forge FC. This is Focus on Forge with Anthony Urciuoli on the Forge Audio Network.
Hey, Forge fans, Anthony Urciuoli back with you. Focus on Forge, and we are focused on the Forge FC offseason. Forge, a well-deserved break after winning their third CPL title in 4 seasons. David Chouanier re-signed. Right, a few days ago, we talked about that, and I said to keep it locked. However you get your Forge content, social media, podcast, YouTube, subscribe, keep it locked because more news will drop, and it has. Ashtone Morgan, a key component in that Forge FC title, a solidifying presence on the back end, a group with some young fullbacks. You know, it's a system that's difficult sometimes, right? We've heard about Bobby Smirniotis and the tactical demand that he puts on his players, and the players embrace it. Ashtone Morgan, that veteran presence, he'll be 32 this year. Still a lot left in the tank, which he will tell you firsthand. Ashtone Morgan re-signing with your Forge FC, and I had a chance to speak with him about his offseason and what to expect this year. Now, just a heads up. I just want to give you a heads up here. There were some slight technical issues with audio, so if it sounds a little different or off, it's not your. I was gonna say radio, but I don't think we're doing radio much anymore. It's not your phone settings. It's not your computer settings. However, you're taking this in. So yeah, it's not you. It's me, is what I'm trying to tell you. Here's my chat with Ashtone Morgan. First off, congrats on the new deal. Well, welcome back to Hamilton.
No, thank you very much. I'm very excited to get started again.
Take us through this decision. What kind of goes through your mind? Do you check with family, friends, or is it all you making the decision?
No, it's family, friends, myself. You know, there's a lot of things into play. You know, I feel good. I feel healthy. I feel fit. You know, so you know, I'm ready to keep going. You know, you gotta go until the wheels fall off because you can't play football forever. But you know, honestly, definitely sat down with the family, and everybody still said they want to see me running around for another season. You know, so yeah, very excited for the season to come.
Were there other options you were considering?
Yeah, there's a few options for myself and personally, you know, but you know, football always wins, you know, and I love the game so much, and I still want to be a part of it. So definitely happy to be back with Hamilton.
And you know, last season with Forge, it obviously made an impression on you because you know you decided to come back. Just talk about how that first year in Hamilton impacted this decision this week.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's funny. You know, there's a lot of character building in our change room last season. You know, I feel championship caliber teams like ourselves. You know, we have ups and downs. You know, and when you finally get to raise the trophy after such a long season we had and all the trials and tribulations we've been through as a team, you know, we definitely grew as a group and as individuals. And there's no other special feeling than, you know, after going through all that, you know, the good times, the bad times, the hard times, you know, together and finally lifting the trophy together. That's what we live for. It's the dreams, the bonds that we create. These things last a lifetime. So I'm so happy that I was able to be a part of something bigger.
And you look at the group of guys, I mean, the core is essentially intact, still a loaded roster and more moves to come as well. So when you look at that roster, that has to play a role as well in your decision.
Yeah, for sure. You know, just having the lads back, you know, can we be better than last season? Can we be better in certain moments throughout the season? You know, have we learned? You know, there's going to be bumps in the road as usual as the season goes. No season's ever the same, you know, and that is the exciting part of football, you know, and a team game. And I'm excited for the challenges that are going to arise in the season and to see us, you know, prevail.
It's tough to imagine, though, that you can improve upon last season. I mean, you win a championship, but that's the mentality of this club. It's always about growth and getting better. So how do you enjoy those moments, but then also realize that we might have to do it again. And, this time we want to win even more games. But I mean, what's the measuring stick there? How do you even improve upon what you accomplished last year?
Yeah, I feel collectively and individually, we all have our goals, and we'll develop more goals through the season and before the season kicks off, and just hitting our mark and taking it day by day, like we did last season. One training at a time, one game at a time, but, there was times last season, we had some bumps in the road, and we're going to go through those times, analyze those together as a group before we start this new season coming up, and, try to be better than last.
What does an off season typically look like for you? Is there a lot of training involved? Do you try to just kind of, hit the pause button and just kind of get refreshed?
Mm-hmm.
How do you approach the off season?
For me personally, I think where I'm at in my career, I definitely know my body and I know what I need and what I need to do to get my engine going, to build that base coming into the preseason. It's a long run. You can't overdo it too early. So it's a gradual build to the first game. So we still have a lot of time till then. And for me, it's just a gradual build to get my base, get my engine, and get the strength in my body. But definitely taking the time and relaxing, family, friends, and eating a lot of good food. But definitely been getting it going again, and just again, it's a long race. So I have a lot of time.
All right, Ashtone Morgan, congrats on the deal. Welcome back, and we'll be seeing you soon.
All right, appreciate that. Nice speaking to you.
A key member of that Forge FC group, that back line, a key veteran presence for a young team looking for nothing short of another championship, which would be their 4th in 5 years. Maybe getting a little ahead of ourselves, but the key components from last year's winning team are essentially back this year. That core still intact. So great things expected from this group. And anything less, it's the Forge way. Anything less than a championship will be considered an unsuccessful season for Forge FC. Now, I warned you last time. I don't know if you heeded my warning, but I'm gonna warn you again. Subscribe. Keep tabs on your Forge content this offseason, because this club is not done yet. More announcements coming down the pipeline. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you very shortly.
Anthony Urciuoli and Focus on Forge. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts to the Forge Audio Network.